there, it's Rachel with Not Made, and I wanted to go ahead and make this video. I'm jumping into the trend of everything I made in a month, and I was gonna do this earlier, but the month is already getting away from me. So I'm going to do everything I made in August. I would like to do a market at some point. I actually did apply for one. However, I found out it's actually going to be on a day where I have to take all of my children to a martial arts tournament. So that's not going to happen. But there's other ones, there's other opportunities. So I'm just going to keep plugging away and then just see what happens. This is my Hot Mess Express. I've got a bunch of whips happening all over there. That bin has like finished items in it. And then I've got, you know, yarn stash stuff everywhere. It is not nearly as organized as it should be in here. This is my little cloffice, as I call it. It was a walk-in closet in our master bedroom that we didn't really need for clothes, and we were just using it for storage at one point, and then I decided I kind of needed a dedicated space for work and other things. It really is a disaster in here, so I don't sit in here and work at this point, but eventually the vision is there. Let's just dive right in with some of the small things that I made. My girls absolutely love these little no-sew chicks. I will try to find the link to the pattern and be able to post it below. So yeah, you don't have to sew the little wings on, and then you just have to stitch on the little eyes. So I made 2 of those in August, pretty sure. One of the things that I made for the very first time ever, this little axolotl who is also no-sew. The little arms and legs are just bobble stitches, and then of course the gills you stitch on after the fact. So this was really fun, and I think it's kind of cute. My husband thinks the axolotls are the creepiest thing on the planet, so he wasn't as impressed, but I made several of these. I really like this one. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it is sparkly. It's made with the Bernat sparkle yarn, and the gills are sparkly as well. So I think she's adorable. And I had 2 others, no 3. Oh. A white one with pink, so a more realistic looking little axolotl, and then another, I don't know, what is this, purple camo? I don't even know what this color yarn is. And then the last one was this little one. So that I used the velvet yarn for the gills on this one. Did I do that on another? No, that was it. And along the same theme is I made a couple of these little, I call them loveys. They're just a cuddler, and it's basically a granny square, okay, with the Bernat blanket, and then I put the little axolotl head on the top, and it's just for little ones to grab and squish and cuddle. My almost 13-year-old wants one. So it's very, very squishable. So I've got this color that I did, and I also did another one with the same as this, same color. So that's that. It's a good little size, very cuddleable, and very, very soft. So I like these. I like doing the axolotl head because it's way easier than floppy bunny ears. I didn't completely make it in August, but I finished it in August, pretty sure. This baby blanket, it's a mitered square. This is, I don't even know if I can get the whole thing in here. It's pretty big. So, this is it, folded in half, up, and then like that. So it's a very simple blanket. It started as a linen stitch on this square, and I quickly realized that with this yarn, the linen stitch was not going to work well. It was just too hard to see the stitches. It was just becoming really frustrating. So then I switched to just a regular half double for crochet for the rest. So this was made with something. I have it listed on my Instagram. It's a wool blend, so it's wool and nylon and something else. I listed it somewhere on my Instagram, but I don't have it now. But I love, this is so warm and snuggly. This is absolutely one of my most favorite blankets. So I don't know where that one's going, if I could sell it or if I could give it to somebody special. It has to be a special person to get a special blanket. So there was that one. And then the other blanket that I did was the Daphne, I don't know exactly what she calls it, from TL Yarn Crafts, I think is the name. Anyway, this blanket has a story behind it, but let me show you. I love this color, how it turned out. It is so fun and bright and summery. So this is the full blanket. It's a big square. It's made with the rectangles that are then sewn together, or stitched together, I should say. So I made this one using the Bernat Forever Fleece Finer. I have some of it in here still. These blues and this variegated blue, these greens, were all the fleece finer. Now I bought those about a year and a half ago, and I found them at Michael's on clearance because they were going out. Like they were only for a limited time. So the ones that I bought originally all had this sticker on it. Not sticker, it's printed. Limited time only. So when I saw them on sale, because I had seen a pattern for a little throw that used this yarn specifically, and I was having a hard time finding it. So when I did find it at Michael's at one time on sale, I just grabbed a bunch. I did not have patterns in mind. I didn't know what I was gonna make with it. I had given some of this pink variegated color away to a friend who was getting back into crochet. She wanted to make something for her granddaughter. By the way, I love the border on this. It is so incredibly simple, but it just looks so cute. It's so neat. Anyway, this is another favorite blanket. I don't know about it. I fell in love with everything that I make, so I don't really want to give them up. But anyway, back to the story on this. I had the yellow, and I had this color, which is, I do have a label on this one. By the way, this is 100% polyester. So this is unicorn, this color right here. So I had only a little bit left of this unicorn. I had one full skein and like a little tiny bit left of another. And I had more of the bright yellow color that I used in here, which is called Sunshine. So what happened was I originally started making this blanket with the yellow and using the unicorn as the contrasting color. So this is what it is. It's a big triangle, get my shapes right, and you need 4 triangles, put them together, make one big blanket. Makes sense, right? So what happened was I got about halfway through the second triangle on this pattern, and I realized that I was going to run out of this yellow. And I was like, oh no, I can't finish this. So I finished the 2. I had 2 of these, and then I thought, okay, well, I'm going to just make I'm going to use the yellow so that it kind of, you know, pulls it together sort of, and the pink, and I would just have 2 of each of the panels, which I still think would work okay, but I just don't think it would work with this. So with this pink and yellow, putting it together with this yellow and unicorn, I was like, ooh, it's not really gonna work for me, you know? It's not. So I went ahead and finished this. However, I ran out of the yellow. Go figure. So what I did was, let anybody does, hop on eBay or Etsy or somewhere, find one of those people who bought up a bunch of the stock of things going out of stock and hope that they have your color. And I did find someone in Florida who has it, and they I bought it from them. They sent it to me, and so then I had my yellow. Well, right after I got that skein in the mail, I was walking around Joann's, and lo and behold, I saw some yellow Forever Fleece Finer. And I was like, oh, that was the one I should have got. And then I walked out without it. Not even thinking, oh, I still have 2 panels of this blanket that need to be made. Because I had made up my mind already to use the blue. I was gonna use the blue with this as the contrasting color, and then have 2 panels of yellow and then 2 panels of blue. And then this color would be the same on both, and pull them all together. I don't know if any of that makes any sense to you, but that was what was going on in my mind. So it didn't even occur to me that I should grab some yellow while I was there and saw it, and just finish the blanket with the yellow like I should. So it did occur to me after I got home. Now that Joann's is like half an hour away from my house, so I was going back later in the week, and I thought, oh goodness, I hope that that yarn is still there because I know it's discontinued. So when I got there, they had a display out front with their, you know, stuff that was on sale. So it was on sale, clearance, whatever. I found yellow, I found that bright green that's right there, and I found white, all in the Forever Fleece Finer, which they have. Okay, let me show you the labels. Hang on. Okay. So the regular Bernat Forever Fleece is a thicker, chunkier yarn. This is a 6. Okay, it's very, very soft. It's very soft. But this one's thicker, and then I think that they did the Forever Fleece Finer, you know, label, kind of marketed as a baby yarn, and this one is a 5. Okay, so it's just a little thinner. However, do you notice anything that there is not on this label that there was on this one? The little bubble that says it's limited time only. So now I'm really confused. I'm like, okay, so did they get like enough people wanting it back after they ran it for the limited time only? So now it's like a regular thing? Why was it on clearance? I don't know. I have no answers. I just know that all of a sudden I found a bunch of the color that I needed in order to make the rest of my blanket. So this was actually called My Sunshine. And so I'm going to be using it to finish up this blanket. I've got this one, the unicorn, and I'm sure there's enough in here because I've got 3 of the panels done already. So I just need 1 more and I will have completed that. Okay, so that was my kind of saga of the month as far as finding yarn. I have managed to find a bunch of yarns that I did not have a project for. Please tell me I'm not the only person who just buys yarn and has nothing in mind of what to make with it. But yeah, that is what I made in August. And it maybe doesn't feel like that much, but it felt like a lot to me because it usually takes me a very long time to get through any kind of project. And you know, I have to work and I've got kids and homeschool and all that mess going on, so I just crochet in the in-between times. So it's a very fun and relaxing hobby for me, and I like it when I can have a finished product, because most of the stuff that I'm doing, so like that shawl right there, that's been in the works for over a year. It's still not finished. I could finish it, like it's big enough to be done, but I want to make it all the way through. You know, I've got all kinds of whips, but they're all big projects that just take a long time. I've got tons of blankets, so that baby blanket right there, been working on that for ages. The one underneath it, I'm gonna frog because I hate it, and I'm like, even though it's nearly done, I don't want to keep it. I don't want to keep working at it. I just don't like it. I'd rather use the yarn for something else. So they just take a long time, so I don't always get that instant gratification of getting stuff done. So doing something small like this helps. Oh, there's one other thing I forgot to show you that I made. It's a little platypus. It turned out a little bit weird. I think the body needs to be a little bit longer. So it's a squatty body platypus, but I absolutely think it is so stinking cute. And I did make this with the Forever Fleece Finer, so it is very soft as well. That yarn is just super, super soft. So I'm going to be making some more plushies and some more lovies with that. But with that, that's everything I think that I made in August. And looking forward to doing another update in September, because I've made a couple things that I just think are so adorable. I like really want to get them and show right now, but I'm waiting. Oh wait, sorry. Oh goodness, I need to be more organized. Okay. The other things that I have made are these little mini pumpkins. Okay. I don't know how many are in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Alright, and those are just easy to work up with a little bit of leftover yarn. I love that I can use yarn scraps. And then the cinnamon stick is the stem. So that's a Bernat blanket yarn. This is the one that same type of yarn, both of these, that was on the mitered square baby blanket. Got some of the velvet yarn from, that's Bernat too, right? I don't know what yarn this was. It was just in my scrap bucket. Same thing with this one. But I think they made just cute little pumpkins, and I love that they smell like cinnamon. So, all right, that for sure was all of the things that I made. Not for sure. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. All right. That's what I made in August. So I'm looking forward to updating this from time to time. It may not be monthly, I don't know. It's just gonna depend on life stuff. But for right now, that's what I've got. I'm gonna start going through some of my inventory, things that I have that are already pre-made, that I'm just kind of hanging on to because I haven't really had a reason for them, if that makes any sense. I didn't have a specific person in mind to gift or anything like that. So we'll see, and hopefully I can find a market that I can sell some of these items at, because I would love for them to be used and enjoyed and that kind of a thing. So that is that, and I will be back some point in the future. Bye!